more than 70,000 people died of a drug overdose in 2019. That's according to the CDC. A majority of those deaths, 70% in fact, involved an opioid. It's why cities, counties, and states are suing opioid manufacturers and distributors, most joining onto state and national settlements. But here in Cincinnati, the decision is split whether to join the Ohio settlement. Now, just to explain the severity of the opioid epidemic here, every Cincinnati Fire Department truck, medic, or engine carries a kit with naloxone on it because of the number of overdose calls they receive. As reporter Marielle Carbone explains, the cost adds up.
An opioid overdose.
It's something that we respond to every day, and in fact, we respond to multiple times a day. We order quite a large amount of the Narcan because companies go through it so quickly.
Mental toll on the staff here, would you say?
I would say there's a mental toll.
According to the city of Cincinnati, the fire department has spent more than $400,000 on naloxone since 2017. And the city has spent more than $6 million in the last decade on addiction-related human services.
I mean, at the end of the day, we can never replace the lives lost. But the fact is the companies knew what they were doing.
Which is why Mayor John Cranley and the city manager do not want the city to sign on to a statewide settlement with the big three. Amerisource Bergen, McKesson, and Cardinal Health, which the city says unlawfully distributed outrageous amounts of opioids within the city.
We believe that we can do a lot better in terms of holding these companies accountable for the lives lost.
The Ohio-only settlement, negotiated by Attorney General David Yost, awards the state a minimum of $456 million. Of that, Cincinnati would directly get at most $3.8 million over an 18-year period. Meanwhile, 55% of the total state money would go to a foundation where cities and counties can apply for additional funding.
There's no guarantee that the money goes to local governments.
But many council members see the foundation differently.
We will have dibs on some of that money.
And fear the city could face a bigger loss going to trial because its counterpart, Hamilton County, did join the settlement.
The trial court will say $41.6 million is already being allocated to Hamilton County. That already encompasses Cincinnati. So why should Cincinnati now get a windfall?
Well, just within the past few minutes, the city manager sent out a memo to council stating that the city will indeed join the Ohio-only settlement.